Hey, Danny here, and welcome to my vlog. Well, I've had the Escape Hybrid sitting for about 2 months, and I decided to go ahead and start it up because it's been a while. So I disconnected the battery in the front, and then I disconnected the battery, or the big battery in the back, which is right here. You got a small cannon plug, and then you got the big one. So I disconnected that, so that battery would be disconnected itself. So went ahead and plugged everything back in, and then went to start it. I was getting a code on my dash that said pull over safely. Well, what I did is I shut it down and I disconnected it. I let it set for a little while, and now it's gone. Now with the hybrids, there's a button right down here, kick panel. There, you can see it. You push that in, and regular battery, when you push that, it should be sending juice back to the big battery and help you jump start the system. So I've done it a couple of times and nothing seems to be happening, but now reset it again. Now we'll go ahead and try and start it. Now I got in it and went ahead and turned the key and went to start up. It started up for like 5 seconds and then shut down, and then got that pull over safely code. Now I'm gonna try it again, doing what I just did. I got the battery plugged in, and then I went ahead and yeah, that light has now gone out. So I don't know if that's telling me that the back battery's gonna jump the motor or not, but what? Listen. Oop, there she went. Awesome. So there we go. Didn't really make a... But when I first went to start it up, once I jumped it and everything, she would not start. And then I got this can't pull over code. Pull over slowly code, and of course it wouldn't shut down. And a lot of times what that code means, if you were driving down the road and all of a sudden your motor shuts down, which has done it to me, it's going to give you that code, pull over safely. And guess what? You can sit there for about 5 minutes, and then you can start her back up automatically. But it'll heat up again and then shut back down. So there we go. Again, that procedure is, once you plug everything back in, go ahead and plug your battery up. You got the button right down here at this kick panel. Push it in, and then it'll come on, and then it'll start blinking. And just let it keep blinking until it shuts off, and then start it. If you do it before then, it's going to shut down. You're going to get that code. And the main reason for that code is because of this right here. This is your transformer, or I'll figure out what the heck that real name for it is. But it's because of this, and it overheats and it shuts down. That's what these lines are here. They're cooling lines that come from a pump, an electric pump underneath. So the electric pump underneath, and I found a fuse in here when I first got it that was blown, that ran this. In fact, I can get it. And it's one of these back here. I do have a video on this whole scenario, but this is the first time I've shut it down for any period of time, and then went to start it up and she won't start. So what I wound up doing is I wound up putting a switch on that pump down there, and now I can override it, turn on whatever I want. But I can't figure out where that fuse goes because it keeps blowing. basically that's where we're at with that. So when you start this up on a regular basis, and I know she's going to start up all the time now. I've got a wrench light here because there is a flapper door in the rear that governs the airflow to the battery. And I put one in way back, and unfortunately that did not fix it. But yeah, that's been 9,000 miles, 10,000 miles ago since I messed with that. You hear it in the back, it'll go. Eeeh. So I've really had no problems with it since then. Here we go. We're finally cooling down, shutting down. We're on normal speed. I didn't even look at the battery. I didn't even look at the battery gauge on that when I was starting it up. See if that was having an issue back there. But it is charging. It's not quite in the middle yet, so it is still charging up. It should be dead center by the time it charges up. But I want you to hear something real quick so you know if that pump is working or not. Okay. Now I'm gonna go get it turned off. That turned off. Now when I turn the key, you're gonna hear a woo, you're gonna hear something wind up. Now that's that flapper door making that noise. I'm gonna do it again every time I open the door now. Yeah. Because I can't get that door flapper open. Outside. We'll go outside. Because I can, like I said, I put a switch on that so I can control. So I was able to control it because I had to get out because I didn't have it on I had it on a direct cable. So let's see, I'll turn this off. Okay. Now you hear a humming right now. That's the electronic system. But when I flip this, you're going to hear something wind up. Okay, here we go. Hear it? That is the pump. And that's pumping fluid through the transformer. And that's this. That's all this. Why am I back? Back out. There we go. Jeez. I'm so close. Okay. So that's all this stuff here is, and that pump is running through here and keeping this cool. If this overheats, your system will shut down and say pull over. And that pump is straight up underneath. I'll leave a link to my original video for this, but like I said, this is the first time I've let it sit for any length of time and then try to restart it, and it wouldn't do it. So, and every time I did, it would start like for 3 seconds. It would fire up and then shut right down and give me that code. Let's see. And now I have that switch. You can hear it run. I'll shut it off. Okay, she shut down. And now I have it on I found that particular breaker right there comes on when you turn the ignition. Originally I had it direct set up to the freaking battery with this switch. So now I can just leave the switch on. And you hear it wind up. So now you know you have fluid running through that system and keeping it cool. So if that's not running and you get that code, your pump is bad. And I'm hearing some horror stories about taking them to people that don't know what they're doing. Alright. So again, if your system, I can turn it off and then it'll all shut down. Now, like I said, if you come in, you can't start it, you get that code. It just starts up for a couple seconds and it shuts down and gives you a code. You have to go in here and push this button. Get my light on here. This button right here. Push that button. It will go green. I'll let that. I think it'll start. It should start flashing in a little while, letting it know it's trying to send. It's sending energy back to the big battery. Now, let that do its thing, and then when it goes out, go ahead and start it so you can see it like it is. So let me take a couple seconds, but that's the whole thing. Now she'll start up and we can go down the road. And again, you got to make sure that freaking pump is running in this hybrid. If it doesn't, it's going to overheat that. What is that thing called? Transformer, I think. Because it's running all your electricity. That's taking the energy from the big battery, converting it. It may be a inverter. Okay, inverter. I think it's an inverter. Because it's taking the power from your big battery, turning it into whatever voltage it needs to be to run your motors. Inverter. Jesus. I've been working with solar all week, and all of a sudden I'm thinking, what on transformer or something like that. That's taking me my mind out of inverters. I don't know how long it'll take for that to go out. But with it out, I think I can just start it because of course I've already started it. Oh, now it goes. Oh, please turn on, it's blinking. A couple times. Now it'll blink. Go on again. Okay. I'll do a step. That's great. I got it running. Yeah, we'll be good to go. This gets about 30 miles to a gallon. This is an 06, so this is one of the first of the hybrids. Oh, guess it's not shut down. Anyway, that's where we're at. So, again, that's an inverter. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to comment, subscribe, definitely share. Oh, she's out. And we'll catch you on the next Dana Crosby's Garage. Project Escape.